Get this going. Hello, everybody. I'm Duff, and welcome to the Ultimate Golf Country Club Championship Tournament, Season 9, and here we are with Round 1. Hello, everybody in the chat over there. How we sounding? Sounding good? I think so. All right, so we are here with Round 1, which means head-to-head play. This is my favorite part of this tournament. How it's going to work is we have the Angry Birds versus Whisky Business. Whisky Business being the defending champion of this tournament. Angry Birds has not missed a tournament yet. I believe Whisky knocked them out in the last one. They're looking for some revenge. How this is going to work is best of 5 individual head-to-head matches. So the first player to win 3 gets 1 point for their team. And then the first team to get 2 points advances to the semifinal. How we're going to determine this is the Wheel of Death. There's a look at the wheel right there. We're going to spin that. Both players going to use whichever ball comes up. So we're looking at a loop, a Mojave, a Pro D, a basic, or a player's choice, which means they can pick any ball they want. And you guys participating, you don't have to pick the same ball. They can be different balls. Let's meet our first 2 players first. We've got, he's been around for a while. He had the very first ace ever in the Country Club tournament. Insane Birdie. Gary, how are you? Thanks for playing again.
Yes, thanks, Jeff. Thanks for hosting, man. I'm looking forward to this and can't wait.
And we've got on the other side, making his first appearance officially on the stream. He likes to jump on the channel, though. 1 shot, 1 kill. You've seen him at the top of tournament brackets. Ish, thanks for playing.
You got it, guys. Thanks for letting me come in and represent Whisky Business. Let's get the business.
All right. Now, we are looking here. We're looking at their screens. We've got Ishmael on the left. We've got Insane Birdie with the Angry Birds on the right. But first off, we've got to spin that wheel. All right, boys, you ready to find out what you got? Gary, your screen is not showing your gameplay right now, so I don't know if you can go out and back in or something, but
yeah,
we're just stuck on something. While you're doing that, I'm going to spin the wheel. And we are going loops. So if you guys want to go ahead and select your loop ball first before you invite each other to the game.
Is it up now, Duff?
Yeah, I'm getting it. There we go. We got it. Perfect. All right. I've got both your screens up. We're using loops. You guys go ahead, invite each other, and we're going to get going with this first round of the Season 9 version, the Ultimate Golf Country Club Championship Tournament. Couple shout outs out there. NC's here from PEI. He's a staple. Jack's here. We've got Lima's here. Robin Grobber. We got lots of guys here. John Beck, you're always around for these. Thanks for joining. Gopher. Thanks, buddy. All right, here we go. First hole.
Good luck, Ish.
Head to head. See if anybody heard that. Chateau Whistler, hole 15. So these guys are using their full clubs. You might see some lines on the screen. We're going to let that go today. And this first one, they're using a loop. So the wins are reduced in the Tour 7 games. So a loop isn't as bad as it would be, say, in a Tour Pro tournament or in a Tour 11 match. But it's still something these guys aren't used to. Looks like both guys hitting 2 max Bigfoot range, which is definitely the way to go when you're playing this game. So if you look in the bottom left of your screen, we've got WB and AB. So the top one will be the current score, and the bottom one will be the overall. So again, we're looking for 3 is the magic number for the top one, and that means they're going to win their portion of the match. And if they get to a 2 on the bottom, that means that clubhouse is moving on. So both guys with the Pegasus, which is definitely the club to be for the head-to-head. I am all about Bigfoot in tournaments, but I think Pegasus for head-to-head, definitely. One shot. Hung his out a little left. Insane with a better line, but he's short, and these two are going to a tiebreaker in this first match. Up next, we've got Big Stick for Whiskey Business, and getting up early from across the pond, Aussie Birdie. Both of them sitting on deck for what will be a guaranteed match 2. Oh.
Thanks for having us on board, guys.
Thanks for playing. I love it. It's so awesome. I keep saying this over and over on my streams, but it's so awesome having people from all different parts of the world in that. With all the different teams. Well, if there's a hole you want in the tiebreaker, it's probably not this one.
Right.
Let's see what these guys can do. Look at this, checking in on the stream with that Ultimate Golf handle. I do believe that is the boss man. You know him from the Facebook group as Hip Mike. Mike, welcome. All right, these guys are away. Insane on the right. Ish in one shot on the left. Tons of secondary on this.
Oh!
Oh! Insane. Real nice shot there. That is trouble for Whiskey Business. As you can see the score update on your left. Angry Birds up 1-0, and that means we are going to the wheel. You guys just, oh, you already exited. That's fine.
Yeah, we're just going to pick our balls, so we're
Yeah,
not.
no, that's totally fine. And the balls you're picking is the Mojave, gentlemen. Mojave. So if you're just tuning in, this is round 1 of the Ultimate Golf Country Club Championship Tournament, a week-long event. I'm Duff. I'm your host all week long. This is our very first match.
It dropped me again, Duff.
Yeah, we're good. I'll get you back, buddy. This is our very first match of the head-to-head portion. We'll get you back. Don't worry.
All right, you got me?
I will in a second. There we go. All right, I got you back.
All right.
Live TV, folks. The internet is a wonderful thing that allows us all to play this game and for me to stream it and everything, but sometimes it acts up a little bit. So like I was saying, week-long event. So we're head-to-head here in this first round. So there's 8 teams in this. We've got one match today that's happening right now, another one at 9 o'clock tonight, 2 more tomorrow night, and then the people that advance are going to carry on to the Royale portion of this week-long tournament. And then on Saturday, we're going to have the final, which is going to be an 18-hole skins event, something we've never done before. So make sure you tune in for a few of those along the way. Hello to Leslie out there, Gator Nation, he's there. Gopher, that's a great idea. Throw your friend codes if you want. Guys can add each other. You can play some friendly matches. It's always fun playing guys, you know. So we've got Whiskey Business on the left with 1 shot, 1 kill. Angry Birds on the right, Insane Birdie. And as you can see from the score in the bottom left there, Angry Birds are up 1-0 to start. And we have hit over 100 people watching you gentlemen play this game. Remember to breathe. Don't let the nerves take over. Dear God, don't put it in the drink-ish. Checking in from Amsterdam. So these guys using the Mojave, we picked that with the spinorama, the Duff spinometer. I need to come up. Hey, let's do that. Come up with a name for my wheel of death, would you? The Duff spinner, the Duffometer, come up with something for me. I'm not that creative right now. Oh, insane all over this. Buddy, We can tell you've been practicing. All over it so far. Both guys missing with their approach shots, and we are going to overtime. Derek, when are you going to have a guest host so you can play, Duff? I know, buddy. I'm itching to play in one of these events. One day. One day I'll do it.
Who's going to host the show?
I don't know. We'll find somebody.
Andrew Hall.
Insane is going in and out with his feed, but that's fine. We'll see what he does. If it doesn't come back, we'll see what he does on Ish's screen. Just play it out, Gary. Just play it out. Don't worry about it. The Wheel of Duff. I don't hate it, Gopher. I don't hate it. All right, Ish. You got this, buddy. Gary needs to throw another dime in the, or some more feed in the hamster wheel.
Mm-hmm.
This is suspenseful not seeing this.
Or pay his internet bill.
Oh, we can see his shot, though. He was tight. Oh, Ish got inside of him, though. Oh, look at that. It dropped right at the wrong time.
I know.
Every time it drops, it, here, we'll do this real quick, just so you can see Ishmael's screen. All right, so that was 421 to 848, which means Whiskey Business ties it up 1-1. Again, this is a best of 5 series. So I'm going to do this. We're going on the fly here, trying to fix the issues. There we go. We've got his back. We go to the, let's see how it sounds. The Wheel of Duff. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. We go to the Wheel of Duff to determine what the ball is going to be for this third match. And it's a basic ball, gentlemen. We are going basic. And can you tell I figured out how to get a soundboard going on my fancy stream deck? All right, boys. This is what everyone has come to watch. This is my favorite too, watching you guys struggle with this basic. This is when I'm glad I am not playing in this tournament and I'm hosting it. 117 people watching now. One through 2, and here we go. Oh, I'm excited to see what course they get for this. There can be some very, very tough shots with these basic balls. Oh, come on, tailwind. So if you haven't noticed, so this is Banff Hole One. Oh, it is a tail. Very, very drivable. If you guys are playing this in tournament play, pick a club with as much backs or as much topspin as you have and let it fly down the left side. Here's your Duff pro tip of the day. And you can reach the green on this one. Leslie, asking for any tips or pointers. If you want tips, if you want pointers, you're already here on my channel. Make sure you're subscribed and have a little look-see around when this is done. I would suggest picking your spot off the tee, and I've got one on like ball spin control. They're the two most valuable ones, the two most watched, and they'll definitely 100% improve your game. Okay, let's see what these guys can do with a basic ball and Pegasus. So the problem with the basic ball is these guys are going to have their adjustments down, I bet, but is not hitting ultimate. If you're off on ultimate, even just by a little bit, it just goes crazy. These guys do everything they can to avoid a chip or a long putt here. $59 for Ish. $1.50 for Gary and Insane Birdie. And this is no gimme, this putt.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
I told you.
Oh, no.
I told you.
Yes, man.
Just like that, Angry Birds go up 2-1. Oh, that was a big one. That was a big one. Let's go to the Wheel of Doom
I think
and
Philly just went loose.
see what we're going to use for this fourth match. Pro D, gentlemen. Pro D. So we're going Pro D. Angry Birds up 2-1 in this very first match. Let's see if Ish can recover from that little oopsie there with the miss putt. Now in the last final, Snipey, Jason also missed a putt early. Oh, insane. I lost you again. We'll get you back. Jason missed a putt, and then we came back and won it. We being Whiskey Business. All right. We got you guys back now. James May says, go Angry Birds. I know what you meant. Jeeps here. Whoa, we had some battle going today, didn't we, buddy? I'm assuming that's Nick. All right. Bunch of people just joined. Let's fill you in where we're at. We're in our fourth game of the first match. Angry Birds up 2-1. They're using all their own clubs. However, we are spinning a wheel to determine what ball these guys use. Paul, I'm not sure if it's Paul Nye or Paul NY, says he's loving this. Thanks, buddy. This is a fun little format. I'm glad you guys are sitting and watching and participating in the chat. Where are you from? Let's do this. Everyone in the chat, type in where you're from. Let's see what parts of the world we have represented today. Watching this Ultimate Golf Country Club Championship Tournament. So it looks like we have two very different approaches here. Ish hanging back for the Peggy, and it looks like Insane has gripped it and ripped it, and he's going hive on the approach here. Paul checking in from New Zealand. Thanks for watching, buddy. James Vieille de Montreal. We got Rexdale down the road. TK, Western Sahara, for real? That's incredible. Bama, Philadelphia, East Tennessee, New Jersey. Let's see how this hive pays off for Gary on the right here. Brings it back.
Just a little strong.
Not enough for the secondary. Nye, Paul says. It's pronounced Nye. My apologies, Paul. Well, if Ish can hit a putt, we are going to overtime. And he does. Atta boy, buddy. Look at this. Oh, this soundboard thing's going to get old. Okay, we're going to overtime, which means Angry Birds, if Insane can pull this off, they go up 1-0, potentially getting one step closer to sending Whiskey Business to a first round defeat once again. This one should be fairly routine if you have your numbers down. 2.5 wind with the Pegasus. Any headwind in this, and it's got to be go time. So I noticed looking at the game today while I was browsing around, we have a big tournament coming up this weekend. I'm going to assume it's going to be a cumulative multi-round with a Canadian theme. Those of you who don't know, I am Canadian. I'm Duff. I live in Hamilton, Ontario, on the western edge of Lake Ontario. Insane, leaving some room there. Leaving some room. I'm calling that for one shot. Ladies and gentlemen, in this very first match, we are already going to game 5. This is exciting. See, I love this format. This is awesome. All right, what button do I hit for that? There we go. Let's spin the wheel. Let's take a quick pause here. Insane and Ish, how you guys feeling? Have you finding a groove yet?
I just don't want the basic to come up. That's all.
Are you getting nervous? All right, I'm spinning the wheel right now. Here it comes. Here it comes. It's a loop. Back to the loop, boys. Back to the loop. Chad brings up a good point. 127 watching. Hit that thumbs up, please. I hate saying that, but just do it. All right, game 5. Okay, we're going to hang on a second. Gary, we lost your screen again, but we want it up for this rather than just let it go. So we're going to pause half a second while Gary's screen comes back up. All right, I've got it. We are good to go, gentlemen. Do your invites. So Pappy's asking, so this is best of 5. So this is game 5, which means we will have a winner of this first matchup at the end of this game that you guys are watching right now. Thanks, Paul. So if you guys haven't seen a Country Club Championship tournament, they started off smaller. We only had 3 teams in the very first one. We went to 8, and we've kind of evolved the format. We started off with just tournaments and basic balls. And then last time we added some head-to-head and royales. We've messed around with the clubs guys are using, and we seem to get the best response from what we're doing right now. And it's certainly fun to watch. Look what we have now.
I didn't switch the ball, man.
Okay, so hang on. Okay, so back out, or someone just win to someone. Okay, so this one's going to be a wash. So this one's not going to count. Somebody forfeit. Ish, just don't even shoot yet. Okay. Well, it works out anyway because you guys just played that hole. So that does not count. Ishmael forgot to change his ball, but no big deal. This happens at least once every time. He'll change his ball. We'll assess him a 5-second penalty, and then we will start this.
Yeah, loop R.
Loop.
I haven't used this since amateur.
I'm sure you've got a couple of those.
Just a few.
Big Easy's in the house, folks. Gary, are you using pins to boost your country club points? That's amazing. I love it. All right, gentlemen, good luck. Let's false start. Shane called it. That was a false start. You're right.
Good luck, one shot.
Good luck, bro.
Autumn Ridge. We gotta talk Mike into letting us use Autumn Ridge for a tournament one of these days. Now, if you play this during normal head-to-head, you gotta try hitting it across this bridge. I do it every time. In a format like this, I don't think I have the balls to try it. Oh, let's bring him back up. So it looks like both of these guys laying up to long iron range. If you're new at this game and you're not laying up to long iron range, if you can't get close to the green, you are 100% doing it wrong. I know it's fun to grip it and rip it and see how close you can get, but I promise you, you will do better if you lay up. Yeah, Derek, I call it looper. I've always called it looper. So we've got I Am Root versus Pegasus here in this 5th and deciding match. Mikey and Aussie Birdie waiting in the wings. Oh, decent shot. One shot there. Both these guys hitting their putts. Right? Hitting these putts. They're both in. And here we go, folks. Game 5. We're going to a tiebreaker. We're going to overtime. It does not get any better than this. Who's your money on here? One shot or insane? I think it's anybody's call. This is... I'm calling it. It's going to come down to 6 inches of difference.
That's a cheap food.
First time both these guys using the driver on the par 3. Daddy-O says, hey, Duff. Hey, Daddy-O. Okay, boys. Good luck to both of you. It's exciting. I like this. It's tough because I'm such a fan of this game and I play it so much that I sometimes I forget that I have to talk about it and announce. I have such a... I love this game so much that I'm sitting here and I'm genuinely like on the edge of my seat wondering what's going to happen on this shot.
Oh,
Insane hung his out to the right. Ish hits the
nice
pin.
job.
That is a Whiskey Business come from behind win,
Yeah, baby.
which puts them up 1-0 in the
Nice,
overall.
nice going, nice
Gary,
job.
hell of a match, buddy. Out to the early lead. I thought you had it for sure. You obviously put some time in. Great match. And thank you so much for playing in this.
Yeah, well, I was playing against one of the best in the game, so I'm not disappointed that I lost, but dang it, I sure wish I could have pulled that out.
Oh, man. Hey, you know what? It was exciting. Come down to overtime on game 5 like that. Ish, one shot. Dude. Now, don't lie. Were you a little nervous after you missed that putt?
Yo, man, listen, my hands are still shaking. Good game, guys. Good game.
Oh, I bet. It is a little nerve-wracking to play this. All right, so that means up next, we've got Aussie Birdie and Big Stick. Aussie Birdie, welcome. Thank you for playing in this. A member of Angry Birds. Tell us a little bit. Tell us where you're from and how long you've been playing Ultimate Golf.
Been playing a bit over 6 months, and I'm from the eastern side of Australia, so Sydney, New South Wales. And I've been playing with the Angry Birds for a few seasons, but in the lower team Happy Birds is where I was for several seasons, and now I've come up to visit the other fellas and give it a crack.
Nice, I love it. So one of the good friend of mine and one of the better players in this game, Banger, he's from down your way. We've got Henry from our club. I Am Peached. He's from Sydney.
Okay.
Miyagi, he's from Sydney. There's a Sydney represent. There's a lot of guys from down that way.
There you go. I'm from out western Sydney, sort of out Blacktown area. So there you go.
Nice. And then, of course, we've got the man, the myth, the legend, hailing from New Jersey. I am very proud to not only call him a teammate, but an actual friend. Mikey, how are you?
Thanks for having me, man. I've been waiting many seasons now just to have an opportunity to, show everyone how poorly I play.
I love it. All right, boys. So you guys know the rules. Whiskey Business up 1-0. I'm spinning Duff's balls right now. And let's see what ball you guys are going to play with. Pro D, gentlemen. Select Pro D. Fat Cat's in the house. Andrew Hall. Can't play State of Origin, though. So, from what I understand, is there is it's a rugby tournament, right? The State of Origin, where you're supposed to play from where you grew up and played as a youth. However, there's some controversy occasionally where people maybe change squads. Anyway, I don't even know who won. I know New South Wales didn't, though. All right, so we're looking at Big Stick on your left. We're looking at Aussie Birdie on your right. So that's Whisky Business on the left, Angry Birds on the right. As you can see in the bottom left there, Whisky Business up 1-0 with a chance to put them away. And finally break that round 1 curse. All right, there we go. They're getting this sorted out.
We both set a challenge. Nope, got it. We're good.
Yeah. We sent each other. Yeah.
All
Good
right,
luck,
gentlemen.
mate.
Good luck to both of you.
Thanking you.
Princes, we haven't seen this hole yet. With that Pro D. So here's your Pro D tip of the day for people watching. Sometimes you'll notice if you're playing with a Pro D, your adjustments are all off. That's because, and it's the only ball that does this, it's got a little bit of an accuracy boost that some of the other balls don't have. So it's right around 11, 12%, somewhere in between those two numbers, which means that the rings are just a little bit smaller. So if you're normally pulling 5 rings, if you're using a Pro D, you have to pull just over 5.5 rings now. So if you've noticed that your Pro D ball isn't, their numbers are off, or like, man, how come I always miss with the Pro D, or it doesn't do the same thing? That is why. Is your rings are smaller, which means you have to pull a little bit extra. Again, both these guys opting for the Pegasus. Whisky Business up 1-0 over Angry Birds. And don't forget, at 9 o'clock tonight, we've got round 2. Well, round 1, but game 2, where Slice of Life is playing Get Good at 9 o'clock Eastern. That's in 1 hour from now. Aussie Birdie, not messing around. He hit that approach quick, knocked down that putt. And we are going to overtime, game 1.
As long as I don't pull a Jason here.
It used to be a Jason. Now it's an Ish.
Right.
Big Stick's been around. He's a founding member of Whisky Business. And let's see what he can do in this first shootout against Aussie Birdie. Oh no, not the one you want to see.
No, I got the wrong ball on here. Can we just restart?
Nice try. So here's another little bit of tidbit of information on a hole like this, where the pin is elevated well above your feet, where these guys are on the tee deck. You'll notice secondary wind kicking in a lot, which means normally if everything was plain and level, that ball in a 1.5 mile an hour wind is only going to move a little bit. Look at this shot look at this shot. Oh, nice shot, Aussie. Because of the added elevation, it really kicks on that secondary wind, which means it's going to cause it to blow even further left. As you're going to see with Mikey's here, he left it short. It's going to be close. I forget what Aussie's was. Aussie Birdie taking the 1-0 lead. Beats Mikey by a foot, but that's fine. Mikey's been around the block. He's going to come back. All right, let's go to the wheel. Good first round, guys. Our good first game there. Some fantastic shots, especially on that hole. The wheel is spinning now. Guys, we're going Pro D. Pro D.
Again.
Don't touch a thing.
Okay, I went out, but anyway.
He already went out.
That's fine. You guys can get back together.
Woohoo. I'll wait for your invite, bro. Where are you going to take me?
Pappy's asking, I wondered if the B-Day ball and the Jingle ball were equal to the Pro D. So you will see other balls with the same stats as the Pro D, but they will not have that accuracy change that the Pro D does. So you can have two balls at, what's the Pro D? I think 50% wind, 7% power, whatever the other stats are. And have them side by side, the exact same wind. And with the Pro D, you're going to have to pull, for all intents and purposes, 11% more than you will with a normal ball. Try it out. Trust me, I ain't lying. So I think I started talking about it before. Great Canadian tournament happening this weekend. If you were to scroll on a tournament board and then go down to, I believe it's leaderboard at the bottom, and then you scroll all the way up to the top, you will see a gentleman by the name of Snipey McSnipe. Or is he Snipe McSnipey? Snipey McSnipe. He's Canadian. A couple spots below him, there's a guy named Duff. I'm Canadian. A couple spots right around there too, Big Easy. He's Canadian. Lots of Canadians represented on that tournament leaderboard. Both guys opting, it looks like, to lay up here. Definitely the way to go. Chad's asking questions. You can donate one to Phil Kessel or Lance Armstrong. So we've seen loops, we've seen Pro Ds, we've seen basic ball. We've yet to see player's choice. Oh, we've seen Mojave once too. We've yet to see a player's choice. That could get interesting with these low winds. Ozzy hangs his out to the left. Mikey's making his adjust. I like it. Let's see how his looks in the air. Oh, his is left too. Here we go.
Enjoying it.
We are going to overtime. No drops yet so far in this round one head-to-head matchup of the Season 9 version of the Ultimate Golf Country Club Championship Tournament. Just the one match ending in regulation with a little bit of the oopsie there from the Whisky business side. But no one will talk about that because he completed the comeback. One shot over Insane in overtime of Game 5 to put Whisky business up 1-0. Again, the winner will move on to the Royale portion of this country club tournament, which is going to happen Friday, where we're going to have 4 players from each squad compete in a couple of Royales, add their scores together, and see who wins. So we've got Root versus Root. Both these guys with maxed out clubs.
Send it.
And let's see how these end up. Oh, Ozzy's all over it.
Almost holed out.
Mikey comes up short. Which means 2-0. Angry Birds over Whisky business. Again, it's a best of 5. So we are looking at a potential sweep heading into Game 3. The wheel's spinning now, boys. The wheel's spinning now.
Duff's mystery ball bag.
Pro D again.
Beautiful.
Look at this. I couldn't rig it if I tried. All right, gentlemen. Angry Birds up 2-0. And what was a fantastic shot there by Ozzy. 9 and change inches. Damn near jarred it.
Oh,
Hole 11 at Banff. Banff on the western side of Alberta, which is one of our western provinces. Beautiful country out there. Now, if this wasn't a Pro D, this could have been a very, very interesting hole.
Going for it anyway.
Mikey's still going for it. Attaboy. Trying to make something happen here. This is a very tough green to chip onto. But Mikey's been here before. He's hit these money shots. Don't count him out yet, folks. James is listening while he's driving. So that brings up a point. So yesterday we did the bracket draw, which was a fun event. Now, it's not terribly interesting to watch, but I listened to it back because I'm a sadist like that and like to self-critique myself. And for the first time, I think the last like 25 minutes of that bracket draw last night, you could almost listen to as a podcast. We had a great little chat, me and some of the captains, about some changes that have happened in the game, about the previous season. It was fun. We need to do that more often. Mikey had the right line. He's just short. Golly. Mikey, nice shot. Oh, it was there. It was there. All right, Mikey. What province am I from? Nick's asking. I grew up in British Columbia in BC, but I currently reside in Ontario, which is north of Western New York, where I just spent my last week camping. While we're waiting for Mikey's screen to, he seems to be stuck in loading mode here.
Mode. Yeah.
We'll give it a second. So if we do pause here, what we'll do is you guys will just go to your next game. You'll play the regulation hole. Just make sure you tie it, and then we'll just go to that shootout. So we'll...
So I go
They
back
do
in
this
and
on purpose.
go out and come back in.
Yeah, why don't we try going out and then back in? I'll switch screens here just in case you guys pull up something you don't want to be seen.
No, it's...
And then we'll see what it does. All right, we've got Ozzy's back in. Mikey's getting there. Uh-oh. All right, so if it doesn't give you guys enough time to shoot here, so you know what? We'll just call this one a wash right now unless it's a full time for both of you. All right, which it looks like it is. All right, play it out. You both got full time. So this is it. Whiskey Business backs against the wall in game or match 2 here, down 2-0. Can Mikey pull it out? Shane lived in either Blaine or Bellingham. Shane, which was it? Ooh, Ozzy with a nice shot.
Free balled it as well.
Let's watch Mikey. 3, 2.
I tried to pull my ball back and I didn't get it.
Oh no! Timed out. Oh well, it happens. We go to 1-1.
Well, that particular error is going to follow me around for a while. That's what that's going to be called in the next tournament.
That'll be a Mikey. 100% it will. But that's fine. This makes it, you did it for the stream. I appreciate that. We talked about this before, and if we'd won the first one, you were going to throw the second one, so it would be more exciting. I appreciate you doing that for me, Mikey.
Yeah, you know what? You shouldn't have let that out.
Thank you.
Now I feel bad.
Thank you so much for playing. You're an awesome dude, and I'm glad you got a chance to play in this. Which means we've got... Oh, and Ozzy, before I start, I'm trying to do things at once here. Tico, or if I can get you to just share your screen so I can get that set up while I'm chatting. Ozzy, hell of a job, buddy. 6 months into the game and you just beat a beast. Great job. Some fantastic shots.
I've got some good people on the team that are willing to help out someone that's interested. So yeah, congrats to who you guys are inside the Angry team.
Oh, absolutely. That was absolutely fantastic. Hell of a job. Great work. And we're just waiting.
Am I good?
Great job, Ozzy.
Thank you. Thank you, Coach.
Hey, Duff, this
Yep,
is Griff.
you
I
guys
still
are on.
need
You
his
might want to
friend
just
request.
go into the game, Tico, so that it's not showing what you got. Yeah, there we go. And then I can bring them up.
Okay, you got
All right, Griff, you probably want to go into the game too, because I'm going to start broadcasting your screens.
Okay, I still need his friend code.
Okay, if you guys could do that real quick.
I'll read you mine. It's 9. Are you
Hold
ready?
on.
Well, I'll mute them while they're doing this, and I will talk. Or you guys go ahead.
Delta.
9 PP,
No, 9P7.
9P7.
Foxtrot, so F. D as in Delta. X. N as in November. And W as in water.
Oh, you're so
Can't say
close. Yes, you can. I knew it. All right, we've got that sorted. They are now friends and gentlemen, folks, ladies and gentlemen, people watching. We now have game 3, winner take all. This is a best of 5. I'm going to do the wheel as we set the stage for winner goes on, loser is out. And for our first match, guys, select the Mojave ball, please. Mojave ball.
Oh, I think I already have that. There we go.
Okay. Do I send it to you or you send it to me?
Sorry, what's your full name on here? Sorry. Oh, there, it's
Actually,
Tico.
I'll
Sorry.
just send you. I'll just send you the invite
Go ahead.
or the challenge. I mean,
So we've got Griff from the Angry Birds. We've got Tico from Whiskey Business. Here they are. Not sure if they were going to get to play or not, but absolutely they are playing, and they are playing for all the marbles. They get Harbor Town, hole 18. We haven't seen this hole yet in this format today. A fantastic hole. Real tough when it's in that tight right, that tucked in right pin. This back left pin, I'm a big fan of that one. And then there's a mid right pin as well that you'll see on this hole. Again, all these holes in this game have 3 pins that they use. And so when you play in the red and blue tournaments, you'll notice that they use the same 3 holes repeated, but you get to see all 3 pins. So while you might not be a fan of the rewards that occur during the red and blue tournaments, they're definitely useful for practice, especially those par 3s. You can really get those dialed in, even if you burn a couple bucks with a replay, or if you have a ultimate pass and you have tournament tokens or tournament passes, that is a great chance to use those as well. So 6 for 6 with Pegasus. All 6 guys using the Pegasus. Griff damn near drops his. Tico's hung his out to the right a bit, but it doesn't matter. These guys are going to a shootout. Nice shots by both guys there. And let's see what hole they get stuck with. Ooh, this is interesting. So we've got Rattler from Griff. Ryan on the Whiskey Business side. So as you guys are looking at the screen, Whiskey Business on your left, Angry Birds on your right with Griff. Let's see.
It's going to be way off.
Griff hung his out to the left, it looks like. Tico might have followed him. No, look at this! Off the pin! It might have saved him because he was long. Yes, the pin saves him. Whiskey Business up 1-0 to start. Wow! Now, the backspin might have kicked in there. I don't know. But that puts Whiskey Business up 1-0. And that means it's wheel time. So I had stolen some Wheel of Fortune music, but then I realized that I think I get a copyright strike if I use it. So I didn't. And ladies and gentlemen, I did steal that music though. It's basic ball time.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. When you guys signed up for this and I explained the rules, your team captains explained the rules, and they said they're doing the Wheel of Death, and you went, dear God, please don't let me get basic. Well, it's happening. 90 people in the chat, 91 now. If you guys have not subscribed, last I checked, I was 8 away from 2,000 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button for me. I want to see that 2K. Again, tailwind on this hole, and it would have been go time. Headwind, there is zero chance. I think you leave it to a hive when you're using the basic ball. Gopher, if it was my choice, I would have given him a tail. So if you guys have wondered about the wins in a head-to-head match when you're playing, you can see here that both players get identical wins in terms of direction. They might be off on win strength, depending on what ball you're using or whatever, but you can see like those wins are absolutely identical. The only reason one's off by whatever 5 or 8 degrees there is because of their angle they're coming in. So if you see someone outdrive you by 50 yards on a hole, it's either a bot or they're using different clubs or a different ball. So anything can happen with these basic balls. Whiskey Business up 1-0 in this match. Let's call this a set. And in the overall match, we are all square. The winner of this advances. Get up there. Don't leave a putt. There you go. That was a basic ball that One Shot missed his putt with. They are not easy to putt with. All right, let's have some fun here. We are going basic balls in the shootout. This is a decent hole. Headwind, and this is why picking that Pegasus might hurt you. So it looks like Griff's set. He's away. He hits ultimate. Not easy to do. Out a little left and a little long. Tico's right. Oh, he's all over it. Shot. That is a very, very nice shot with that. That puts Whiskey Business up 2-0 in this third and deciding match, and also means we have a chance to end it. Oh, we're going to the wheel. I've moved something on the wheel. There we go. That looks better. Let's spin it. What's it gonna be? look at that. We go from basic to player's choice, gentlemen. So you guys can pick whatever ball you want. It does not have to be the same, the two of you. So whatever ball you want.
I'm going with the Crusader.
I like it. And we've got a furnace on the left for Whiskey Business. Whiskey Business up 2-0 in this third and final match. And the
Actually,
third...
I'm going to...
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, do whatever you need to, man.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
He's going Eagle Heart.
Go. All right, let me... Oh, there it is.
All right, gentlemen, good luck to both of you.
Thank you.
This will be fun. It's our first player's choice here in today's battle. Be fun to see a drop here. Well, somebody asked for a tailwind, and this is definitely a hole where you'd want a tailwind, but not with a 1.1 mile an hour wind. Now, interesting that neither gentleman decided to switch balls there. With the tailwind, I would have opted to switch my ball and absolutely pound that onto the green. But I
definitely should have thought of that.
I didn't want to say anything. I wanted to, believe me. I was like, come on, Tico, change your ball. But that would have been cheating.
I almost did, but I was afraid that with that pin, it wasn't a straight tail, and I
yeah,
don't want to risk it.
I didn't want to. Oh, look who's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Hailing from Australia, just outside the capital, we have the Bandito himself, Ultimate Banger. Oh, nice shot. Look at this. Oh, Griff. Damn, that was close.
Not close enough.
Great right there by Tico. You can absolutely switch balls in head-to-head, Gopher. You can add pins, you can switch balls. The only thing you cannot do is switch clubs. El Nacho Bandito Banger says. All right, gentlemen, you know what's at stake here. Whiskey Business wins, they advance. Griff, buy yourself another round here. Come on, buddy. Let's see it. Fun little par 3. Especially in that 1.1, 1.2 wins. I expect these guys to be real tight. Let's watch. Griff's away. I like this setup. Yeah, it's good. Can we see it? We do! Look at this! Woohoo! There's a golf clap for both of you. Look at this, folks. Double aces, which means that's a push. Now, do I leave it as player's choice because it was a push, or do I spin the wheel? I think I'm going to decide on the fly. I'm going to leave it. We're going to keep it because it was a push. We're going to keep the same ball, and because that was exciting. So you guys go back in. We're going to use the same ball. And gentlemen, that was awesome. Nice work.
Hey, man. Great shot, Tico.
Thank you, you too.
Thanks.
Doesn't get any better than that. Hell of a job. All right. So we are using the same ball, so no changing balls now. You guys have committed to that ball.
All right.
Doesn't matter. It's a headwind anyway. Well, you're not going at this green anyway. So exciting finish to that. Well, not finish. Exciting prolongation of that last match as we are now heading to double overtime of game 3. So as you can see in the bottom left there, Whisky Business up 2-0 in this game. Series tied 1-1 overall. Double aces. We might have to take a little screen grab and submit that for the next shot of the week. I think we'll do that. We'll do shot of the week, double aces in the head-to-head during the Ultimate Golf Country Club Championship tournament.
Nice.
I kind of like your chances of making it. Not that I have any pull, but somebody that watches this stream might. Peggy versus Peggy here. Obviously, these guys have this club dialed in. Can lightning strike twice? Griff drops it. He likes these players' choice balls. That's a beautiful win. And we are just like that.
Nice shot.
2-1
Thanks, man.
Whisky Business over Angry Birds. And I am spinning the wheel. Great match, guys. This is awesome. This is fun to watch. And look at that. Player's choice again. Holy jeez. All right. He couldn't ask for anything better. This is definitely exciting. This is how exciting it is. Good luck to both of you. You guys are playing absolutely great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So after this, 9 o'clock, we've got, we might go a little bit after 9. This one's running a little late. But we'll do as close to 9 as we can. So player's choice here. Headwind, doesn't matter. We've got Get Good versus Slice of Life. Tomorrow, the other 4 teams are going to play. See if I can remember who they are. We've got... Oh, hang on. Something wrong with the stream. We've got Arnie's Army. We've got Shock and Awe. Who else we got? I don't know. Whatever the other 2 teams are. I forget. French Family and somebody. And then Friday, we're going Royale. So what these guys are going to do is they're going to play 2 consecutive Royales, teams of 4. We're going to add their scores together, and the winner advances to the final, losers out. And then the final, we're going to do a skins game, 18-hole tournament with 4 players. And how that's going to work is you have to win by 20 TB on a hole in order to win the skin. Otherwise, it's a carryover. So first tiebreaker will be score. So if there's 2 birdies and only 1, or 2 eagles and only 1 eagle on the other team, obviously that team wins. They're going to win on TB anyway. But if everyone birdies a hole, as long as the difference is more than 20 TB, then that team will win. Oh, Griff! It was a green read error. Your adjustment was good. Yep. Tico a little short. These guys are going to overtime. We're at 2-1 Whisky Business with a chance to put them away. Griff, can he extend it for a 5th and final match of this 3rd game? James is asking what that was. Here, I'll show you real quick. All right, gentlemen. Oh, look at this whole different pin, though, it looks like. Headwinds at around 1 mile an hour. This is almost an identical shot that you guys had last time. Let's see if they can do it again. It was definitely not a Truly, Shane, although I did have a few Trulies while I was camping. Nice hot day. It was in the low 90s, mid 90s even a couple times. I don't mind having a girly drink. Both these guys, you can see by the ball tracer there, they're both on the same line. And look at this. Tico, back-to-back aces on that hole, which means Griff, unfortunately, despite the valiant effort, the great battle, you have been eliminated along with the Angry Birds.
Oh, good game, Tico. Great shots.
Thanks, man. Congratulations, Dave. You played good too.
Thank you.
Great job, Whiskey.
And that means Whiskey Business makes it out of the first round in back-to-back tournaments. Congratulations, Tico. Fantastic gameplay. Coming back, hitting it when it counts. Back-to-back aces. Well done, buddy.
Appreciate it.
All right, that is the end of this stream. Our first match, the Whiskey Business goes on. Angry Birds is eliminated. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break here, get all set up for the next one. We're going to start in just over 20 minutes. If you guys want to come back, that would be fantastic. If not, we'll see you tomorrow. And thanks for watching. I'm Duff. See ya.